Hi, I'm Anna, Alchemist of the Arts. Welcome to my channel. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, I bid you welcome. This is a reading around the new moon energies, around the Cancer new moon in June 2022. We have all seashells today. An important note for my readings. This is going to be about the blessings and opportunities coming in for you. I wanted to do something that was really positive and hopefully bring in some really positive energies. We've got some beautiful jasmine incense burning. I wanted to offer you a quick reminder. This is my one and only account. I have one account on Instagram, which is linked in the description box below. Anything else is an imposter account. I will not contact you for readings or any other such thing. All of those are available through my channels as listed below or through my link tree. So, as I was saying, this reading is for the new moon energies. What blessings and opportunities are coming in? We have 3 beautiful shells for you today, 3 piles. As a reminder as well, these readings are always a read of the current energy. They're not meant to define your situation for weeks and months to come. Anything can shift, and we have the power to shift to create the life of our choosing. So I hope this will help you to make empowered decisions. Pile number 1 is this beautiful broken shell. It's absolutely beautiful to me. I'm just looking, there's more shells inside it. And pile number 2. And I don't know if you can see, but the interior on this one is just, it's just absolutely exquisite. So that's pile number 2. And then pile number 3, which is like this sort of miniature conch sort of shell. So as always, take as long as you need. Really tune in, connect with what your intuition is calling you towards, whether that's a feeling, a thought, whether it's the shell, it's the cards. You know, take as long as you need, pause the video if needed, and I will see you in your readings. Either pile number 1. As always, if you were drawn to this pile, then this is your reading. A quick reminder, this is my one and only account, both on Instagram and on YouTube. They are fully linked in my link tree and the description box below. Anything else is an imposter account, so please watch for that. We're going to be looking at your blessings and the opportunities coming in for you. Okay, I'm going to get this card first, and then I think we'll go in with some tarot. I'm just going to see how we're feeling called. Ooh, the 2 of fire. So this would be typically be the 2 of wands, but I feel like this is about decision. Interesting. It's about seeing 2 different sides of something is what I'm getting intuitively. The blessings coming in. I feel like it's a sense of unity, a unification of 2 separate entities. So that may or may not resonate with you off the bat, but it feels like something coming to a sense of completion together, coming back together. We'll get some tarot and we'll see what this is saying. Where am I going with the tarot? I'm going here. Radiant Wise Tarot here, which is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith. And I do read these in the reverse as well. What blessings and opportunities are coming in for pile 1, please? Okay, that's far too many. Okay. I'll be honest with you, this is like some challenging energy. I mean, I was getting the sense of something coming back together, something being unified, the sense of, I'm always called to in this card, the fact that the hair is braided together and they're separate, they're different, and yet they're unified. And it does, it feels like this sense of 2 separate entities coming back together, coming back into harmony. So I feel like you're going to have clarity. It certainly could be about a love situation or a close relationship that has had some differences of opinion, that have had difficulties. There could have been a falling out, a separation. there could have been a time where you have been very, very unclear about the decisions that you want to make, with the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups. It's like you didn't know whether to stay, you didn't know whether to walk away. But what I see is an end to this heartbroken feeling, an end to the feelings of upset. It's like they're being resolved, is what I'm getting. The blessing coming in for you is some kind of peaceful resolution. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Can you clarify that, please? Yeah, so things could have been really, really difficult for you. You could have been through a really difficult time in a relationship where things haven't felt right, where things haven't felt like they were going to work out for you. And what I see here is we've got two cards of moving or walking away, both in the reverse. And it could be that there is a decision here where you decide to try and make a go of it, especially with the Hangman. As always, please only take this if it resonates. You know, there are multiple different people that will be watching this reading, all with different stories. So please do what you feel is best for you. Especially when it comes to these sorts of really intense energies, because it does feel very, very heavy on the heart. But what I can see is this reluctancy to move away from something. But it's like you're moving away from the heartbreak. There could have been a lot of... There could have been perhaps a wanting for separation, and knowing that you needed to make a decision. Perhaps there has been a lot of disharmony in this relationship, a lot of upset, a lot of heartbreak. And, you know, this sense that this Ten of Cups in reverse doesn't mean it's not the Ten of Cups. It means that for the time being, it has felt blocked, you know, but the blessing coming in is the shift in this energy. You know, this past situation isn't your blessing. The shift in the energy is your blessing. We've got the Hangman here. So it's an opportunity to look and see things differently. And what I'm getting from Spirit is that if you want different results, things have to be done differently. I think it's Einstein's definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over. I'm misquoting here, but it's to do the same thing and expect different results. You know, if you want to see change within this relationship, this connection, whatever it is, it might be that you need to approach it differently, to approach the person differently, or even within yourself. Look at yourself differently and ask yourself, what do I deserve? What do I want? Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. What I'm getting here is that you might not feel like... for some reason you are worthy, good enough, able to have what you want, worthy of having what you want. And that could well be what you are walking away from now, but deciding that re-establishing perhaps your sense of self-worth, doing things for you, you know, whatever helps you to build your esteem. It could be a time where you decide to focus on that, and still building this relationship. Let's get some clarification. Blessings and opportunities coming in for pile 1, please. Four of Pentacles, and I definitely feel like this is your energy. If you've been the person that has been reluctant to walk away, it's this idea of wanting to save something, and it feels like a special connection to you, a lot of love that has perhaps caused a lot of pain, but you're still emotionally invested here. What is the blessing coming in, please? We'll take the top one. Now we've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. Yeah, and the Page of Cups. I love this. Okay, we've got a reconnection with our passion, with our sense of worth and wealth, most definitely. The Queen of Wands is a very passionate, empowered energy. For some of you, I'm just going to give a completely secondary meaning to this reading. There could have been a situation that was really, really important to you. Maybe a job, maybe even a business, something that you've considered walking away from, something that has been weighing on your mind, heavy on your heart, because things perhaps haven't looked like they were going right. Excuse me, sorry, I'm losing my voice. I never sip of my tea. My throat is completely seized up there. you could have felt like something was just not working, is the energy I'm feeling. It's just like this sense of, this is just not working. I have lost my sense of fulfillment. And then this, underneath this energy of, but I really want to make this work. I want to see this through. I want it to be successful. There is love here. There is goodness here. There is opportunity here. And what I can see is you holding on. And the blessing coming in, I see, is this Page of Cups. This Queen of Wands being met with the Page of Cups. And I feel like if you can shift your energy to thinking or viewing the situation in a more positive way, that's not to, you know, emotionally bypass how you might be feeling, especially if you've been hurt. There is an opportunity here for a reconnection, whether this is a reconnection with your emotional self, really deciding within yourself, no, I love this, I want to pursue this, I want this to work. Seeing perhaps from a different angle how things could work, how they could be successful. This could be a really powerful opportunity. This could also signify somebody coming forwards to you with an apology, with an opportunity to make amends. And I do feel like, because of the way these cards are positioned, this is an external energy if it is another person coming forwards. If this is more of an internal process you've been going through, about, you know, another situation or business, I do feel like perhaps, you know, this is you reconnecting with your emotions about this situation, and what exactly it means to you, re-establishing what it means to you, and you deciding what to do from there. And you could have felt really clouded for some time, not knowing which path to take, not knowing which direction to take. Yeah, we've got the Five of Pentacles again, the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Magician, and the Two of Pentacles. There is definitely a sense of shifting energy. I see that you could have felt really quite despondent, quite downhearted, even a bit wounded by how things may have played out. But what I see is you realizing that perhaps this process has taught you something, and you might not be the same person because of the process that you've been through, but actually what that may have taught you is some new skills, some new kind of abilities, some new, you can approach this with renewed hope, with renewed vigor. You know, we've got the Ace of Swords in the upright now and the Hangman. So this opportunity coming in is definitely an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. And that could be reconnecting with a sense of perspective within yourself. I want to reiterate that, because I don't want you to think necessarily you have to change your perspective. I don't know, that's a message for somebody. It's not that you have to change your perspective, but you're going to see something in a slightly different way, and something that you might have had quite a fixed opinion about up to this point suddenly may shift, and you might get the answers, you might get the clarity, or the answers you've been looking for. And I think it's going to bring you back to a sense of balance, a sense of peace. I've got the Ten of Wands on the end, on the back of the deck, so definitely an end to this really difficult cycle where you have been perhaps struggling, perhaps things have felt very, very intense, perhaps they've felt hopeless. I see you sort of taking a moment, taking a pause, and for some of you that might be what triggers this perspective shift, is to take a step away from this situation for a day, for an afternoon, for an hour, 5 minutes, and just meditate, reflect, take a pause just for you, and allow new wisdom, new energy to come in to your awareness. For pile 1, please. What's going to assist pile 1 in moving forwards, please? Lord, take charge with authority. That's really interesting. So I feel like you are definitely going to have, if there's been any kind of unclarity with regards to whatever situation this is, I feel like you taking a little bit of time for yourself, reconnecting with yourself, redefining your worth, what it is that you want with this Queen of Wands here, is going to give you this perspective shift with the Ace of Swords and the Hangman, that's going to allow you to take charge and make these decisions, to shift your energy back into the direction of what it is that you want, and not what you don't want. And that's a really powerful place to be. And a healing message, please. What's going to assist pile 1 to bring this blessing in? Harmonic resolution, yeah. There is definitely a peaceful solution to this issue. There could have been a lot of hostility. There could have been a lot of anger. But I feel like your blessing coming in may be a little bit different to some of the blessings that we might expect, or what we would consider a blessing. But getting true mental clarity on a situation that has been very difficult for you, seeing things differently, perhaps finding that resolution, is going to be hugely a positive experience for you right now, that is going to offer you this shift, that is going to give you a new level of freedom, it's like a gift of awareness coming in for you. It's going to let you take the reins again, to take charge again, and to really shift your focus and energy back on the path that you want, to get what you want, quite frankly. So pile 1, I hope this assists you. Just sending you all my love. As always, all of my information is in the description box below. I will never contact you directly for a reading. Please report any accounts that do. And I've been very glad to read for you today. So sending you all my love. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile 2. If you were drawn to this pile, then this is your reading. As a quick and very important reminder, all of my genuine information is in the description box below. If any account ever contacts you to try and get you to purchase a reading, it is not me. It is an imposter. And as always, please only take the messages that resonate within this reading. It is a read of the current energy, and I hope it will help you to make empowered decisions about your future and the direction of your energy and your life. Let's get your message for you. I'm going to focus on the tarot today. Queen of Air. Ooh, this feels like a blessing or an opportunity of I was going to say insight, but they said foresight. For some of you, you could be getting quite intuitive messages. Now, the Queen of Air is a swords card, which is very much about the thought space, the mental space, thinking, and generally logic. But I'm getting that you might be very tuned into your intuition at this time, and you might have a very, very strong knowing about something. For some of you, this could be a gift of awareness, of insight, of foresight of some kind that is going to help and guide you. So definitely, if you're receiving intuitive messages at this time, I would take a really strong note of those. Really, anything in your dreams. I know we're talking about air energy, so not typically to do with the subconscious, but I'm gonna call it and say yes. Take a note of your dreams. Take a note of what is coming through for you in these sorts of messages, because I get this really ethereal quality in this sense of night with the owl here, of wisdom, of knowing. I'm getting strong Athena vibes because of the owl. So really tune in and connect to your own intuition, because I feel like your gift of foresight, of wisdom, is super strong right now. Let's get some more cards. What's the blessing and the gift coming in, please, for pile 2? What's the blessing and gift coming in for pile 2, please, Spirit? I'm actually not getting super strong messages, because it's almost like, for some of you, you're just like, yeah, I knew this was coming. And pile 2. Queen of Swords again. She knows her mind. She speaks her mind. Wowzers. Okay. Let's tune into these energies. I'm going to get one more. In fact, yeah, no, I want to get one more on the bottom of the deck. One more, please, just to summarize this. 2 more. Okay. What was I getting about the subconscious? We've got the moon in the reverse here. Queen of Wands in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're being given a gift of mental clarity. But not just that. There is definitely an external person, I feel, that is going to offer you some kind of clarity. And I feel like, you know, this person is coming towards you. This might just be for one person, but for some of you, it's almost like somebody either worked against you, let you down, didn't show up for you, wasn't there to help you, didn't fulfill their obligations in some way. And this led to a period of silence, a period of miscommunication, or just complete and utter silence between you two. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be professional. This could be some kind of an agreement you have with somebody, or somebody didn't show up or do what they were supposed to do. I'm just getting that they didn't fulfill some kind of obligation, and you're going to receive some kind of message about that. Now, with the Hierophant here, I am getting that there could be some sort of legal aspect to that. So you could be receiving notification of that if that applies to you. But if it doesn't, then please, you know, don't pick up on that one. For others of you, there's almost a sense like whatever didn't work out, something may not have worked out. And I feel like what you're going to see is the clarity of the life that you can build beyond it. For some of you, it's almost like this situation, this past situation, was holding you back here with the Queen of Wands. And then with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, it's almost like you decided on a life. I mean, this is quite a specific message, so it won't be for everybody, but if it does resonate with you, it's almost like you built a life up to a certain point. You were doing certain things, and it was almost like you blocked off other opportunities. And perhaps this was through a feeling of not being good enough, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, feeling like you didn't have the skills or the ability in some way. But what I'm getting really strongly is that with the Hierophant and the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords coming out twice, you are really getting clear right now. It's like whatever happened, there is one bit of information that comes in, some kind of awareness, like the one that broke the, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back. Except I don't feel like you're being injured. I think it's just like you sticking your middle finger up to the last threads of a timeline, a lifestyle, a life, a way of being that just you have decided is no longer you. It's not taking you where you want to go. And it's like you saying, I'm done. I am absolutely done. I'm done with the indecisiveness. I'm done with the waiting around. I am going after what I want to do. And this could involve some kind of education, retraining, gaining some new skills of some kind. But I'm getting that you're going to get really clear with a renewed sense of commitment on what you want. In the past, things could have been quite imbalanced. You know, the moon speaks of the subconscious mind. It speaks of things that aren't brought into the conscious awareness yet. And there could have been situations that you didn't get answers about, that just seemed really unfair, that seemed... It feels like something was held away from you, held back from you, something you didn't receive, something that was due to you. Whether that was communication, a message, an opportunity, a job. But I feel like this energy is you taking back the reins. This is you really getting clear and saying, okay, well, do you know what? Maybe if this didn't work out, maybe it didn't work out for a reason. And maybe that reason is because there is something better. And maybe I had to get to this level of disconnecting with this vision that I had that was blocking me off from what it from my true potential. It was blocking off. And you know, the Nine of Wands can speak of barriers and walls, and I feel like I'm just getting this vision of you being enclosed in a life or a reality or a situation that wasn't letting you or allowing you or giving you the opportunity to express your full potential. This is you breaking free from that. And I feel like it doesn't feel drastic, because we've got the Queen of Swords out here twice. This feels like you getting good with you. It's like something clicks and you're like, no, I know what I'm doing. I need to have this conversation. I need to approach this person. You know, I'm not waiting around. I'm doing this. What does the pile number 2 need to know, please? What's this blessing coming in for pile number 2? Okay, we've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Swords, definitely clarity coming in. Okay, we'll take all of them. We've got Death, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Wow, okay. So for some of you, let's just go straight off the hoof with these. If this is a love situation, if this was a relationship you've walked away from, then definitely I feel like somebody new could be coming in for you with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Lovers. It's almost like, let's get these energies. There is a situation from the past that, you know, you don't want to be in conflict anymore. For some of you, it's you don't want to be in conflict anymore. You don't want to deal with the conflict. You want somebody to step up and step out of this Knight of Pentacles and ascend up to the King of Pentacles. And for some of you, yeah, by you knowing your worth, your value, and going after what you want to do is going to be a bit of a wake-up call to somebody, and that's going to call that person back to you potentially. For others of you, I feel like when you truly step out of this Nine of Swords energy, where you've been held in this space of feeling, thinking, believing you can't have what you want, that's when something new comes in for you. And this doesn't have to be love. It could just be an opportunity that your heart has really longed for. For some of you, you know, the Lovers can speak of making decisions. It can speak of having two choices. But with this one, I'm really feeling like you know what your heart wants. And I feel like the gift and the blessing coming in is both either the gift of reconnection or a new person to connect with, or the opportunity to reconnect with yourself that is going to transform and shift your energy with the Death card here, and help you to attract in something better, either a better version of the person that you've been dealing with or a completely new person. Wow, I love it. But it all comes, pile 2, from you knowing your worth and value, from you deciding what it is that you want. And it's interesting, so often I actually had this conversation with a friend today, when we're so often we focus on the things that we're experiencing, that we don't take time to envision, imagine, allow for any other possibilities come to our minds, when truthfully that is one of the key points of our consciousness. And to be a conscious creator, go into your imaginal space, go into the your imagination, and decide, you know, what would you love to experience in a relationship, in your life, in your career, whatever it is. You know, for some of you, this opportunity could come in and be a choice between 2 different job opportunities. And one is to follow your heart and one is to follow your passion. However, for most of you, I feel like this is something combined, but it does come when you allow yourself to really say, no, I'm going to do this. Step away from any kind of self-deception, anything where, any situations where you feel like you're not being valued. We've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords here. If you feel like you're not getting the truth, the best, if you feel like you're not being valued, honored, you know, don't put your energy there for a while. I appreciate everyone's situation is different, so we can't just walk away from things sometimes. If this is family, whether, you know, if this is a job, sometimes we can't just walk away, you know, and it's no good me saying, oh, just walk away and you'll find better. No, sometimes so we shift our energy, we shift our focus, we pull it back to ourselves and go, what am I building? What do I want to do? How do I want to live? How do I want to feel on a daily basis? What do I want to see appear in my life? What do I want to create in this life for myself while I am here? And when we allow that, when we go to that place, it pulls the energy away, our energy, our precious consciousness energy away from the negative situations that have been. We stop feeding them, and then we allow for something beautiful to grow in its place. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Mountain, stand your ground. Yeah, definitely tune into yourself and get really clear with this Queen of Swords energy about what you want to experience, how you want your life to look, or the type of life that you want to live, the type of person you want to be even, or the sort of person you want to attract in. And then don't waver. Don't let anyone else tell you you can't have what you desire. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do what you dream of doing. Nobody has that power over you unless we give it to them. And well, you know, you have, I'm just going to grab that card off the floor. you have the power to be, do, and have whatever you wish. Majestic eminence, that's the divine feminine. And this is that, you know, an aspect of the divine feminine would be the Queen of Swords, but it's that knowing, it's that sense of knowing our worth and value, knowing that we can attract in and allow for things to arrive to us without having to chase after it or pursue it. You know, this Knight of Pentacles may be very slow, but he's coming towards you. You don't have to chase. And that can be energetically in all aspects of life. It's this sense of allowing, whether you're male or female, whatever way you identify, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine and energy, feminine energy within us. And it's the way we use that within our life that is important. So I feel like this is really, really important for you, Pal, to really reconnect with what you want, your hopes and dreams and desires in this world. Establish what isn't helping you build that life, and then pull your focus back onto how you can build it, the relationship you want, the career or the job that you want, the living situation that you want, the house, and then stand your ground. You know, if you want somebody to do XYZ and they're not doing that and we accept it, then there is no boundary for anybody to know that we're not happy. And that's when the sort of self-advocacy of the Queen of Swords comes in very, very useful. It's about self-empowerment. It's not about being rude to anybody. You can be assertive, but you can be energetically assertive in a very calm and feminine way. Anyway, right. I will leave this here for you, Paltu. I hope it assists somebody. If you have any questions, queries, please feel free to contact me. All of my information is in the description box below. Just saying again, I will never contact you for a reading. Please watch for impersonators out there. But thank you for being here. It is wonderful to read for you, and I will see you again in another reading. Lots of love. Hi there, Pile 3. If you were drawn to this pile, then this is your reading. You were drawn to this kind of conch shell today. We are going to be looking at the blessings and opportunities coming through for you. Now, as always, I'm just going to say off the bat, all of my genuine information is in my description box below and on my link tree. I will never contact you directly about a reading. There are a lot of impersonator accounts out there, so please be mindful of that. And that goes not just for me, but pretty much every good reader out there that I know that has any kind of social presence. Let's get your reading for you. Now, don't tell the other two piles, but you actually got 2 of these cards. So we have the 7 of Earth and the 11 of Earth, which is heaven and earth. What I'm getting here is like a gift of alignment. It's a gift of something growing. It's a gift of being patient and seeing things finally come to light. In fact, know what I'm getting here. The opportunity or the blessing coming in for you is seeing your patience pay off. That's what I'm getting. That's why you got 2 cards. I feel like you have been in the process of nurturing, building, creating in a very, very potentially gentle feminine space, regardless of gender, for some time, nurturing something. Oh, for some of you, I just got a message that you could literally have been nurturing a human. So you could have been expecting, which is really, really beautiful. For others of you, it could be a project, something that's going to come to a sense of culmination, but I'm getting in a really beautiful way. It's not just a sense of completion. It's a sense of reward and fulfillment at the end of completion. And reward is probably the wrong word. It's a sense of fulfillment. It's complete, and you are seeing the blessing of it being complete and what that means to you in your life. Get some tarot for you. Oh my gosh, I made a mess of that. Okay, pile 3. Blessings coming in for pile 3, please. It's a lot of cards, but we will take them, and I'm going to keep them into the 2 piles. Ooh. Okay. Let's tune into these energies, because I straight off the... Yeah, let's get the bottom of the deck as well. Mm. I definitely see some kind of opportunity has come in for you. You could have been offered something. This could have been a love offer of some kind. It could have been an opportunity for work, something that feels very aligned to something you've been manifesting, is what I'm getting. It's something that you've been dreaming about, hoping for, hoping would come in for you. But for some reason, I'm getting this sort of side message. It's almost like, but then when it's there, it's almost like, but do I actually want this? Because we've got the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Two of Swords. So it's like something comes in for you, and it comes in for you fast, and it feels really aligned with what you've been intending. But then you're like, is this what I really want? And you know what? I want to say straight off the bat for you, pile 3, if you're not entirely sure, that's okay. It's okay to intend for, hope for, manifest something, see it come to culmination, and then go, actually, this doesn't feel completely right. That is how we learn at the end of the day. We don't know truly how something feels until we experience it. So it could be that you've kind of gone through this process of creating, manifesting something, and then once it's arrived, you're like, oh, I'm not entirely sure that this is what I want. Pile 3, my phone rang and I got cut off. For some of you, this could be a choice between two people. It's almost like very, very literally two different people, or let's say two different opportunities coming into your life. And it's left you in a state of confusion and perhaps not knowing what decision you want to make. For some of you, there could be somebody new that has come onto the scene in your life, or a new opportunity, a new job, a new boss, something like that, or a romantic partner potentially. And you're like, this is everything that I wanted and everything I asked for, and now I'm not sure if I want it. And it could be because there is still this hangover from the past, a sense of heartache, and I'm getting a situation that really broke your heart, to be quite honestly. And it seems like somebody who wasn't a very good communicator, perhaps somebody that cut off communication with you, somebody that left you without answers and left you single, but really quite unhappy about it. And I feel like this, you know, this whatever this situation was, it really hurt your heart. It could have been work. It could have been a situation that, you know, promised to fulfill your passion in some way and then didn't. But I'm getting that there is this situation from the past that has left an echo of unhappiness, an echo of something that has left you really quite hurt. And I just want to reiterate, I'm getting that you, sorry, I've just dropped a crystal, a piece of black tourmaline, no less, which has fallen underneath me, so we clearly need that. You know, it could be that for some of you, the way through this, because we've had the black tourmaline situation, is in allowing for that energy to clear, allowing, you know, if somebody's rushing in really quickly, we've got the card, the Seven of Earth here would be the Seven of Pentacles. And this is a card of patience, of allowing things to grow, realizing that everything has a season, but some things take multiple seasons to reach their fruition, you know. And if somebody's rushing in, allow it to go at your pace. Redefine what your pace is, especially if you're still clearing this old energy of a broken heart. You know, we cannot manifest new, experience new if we're still expecting what we experienced before. Typically, we will just create more of what we've had before. And most of us, especially when there's heartbreak involved, that's not what we want. So what's the blessing coming in, please? We want to give pile 3 their blessings. Queen of Wands in the upright. So I'm just going to take the ones that I'm face up. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, King of Cups. Oh, I love this. And I'm going to take those two as well. Yeah. On the bottom of the deck, the Devil. Interesting. For some of you, I just want to say this straight away. You could have somebody really quite incredible come into your life. A couple of different situations. For some of you, you've got a sense of healthy skepticism because of the situation of the past, worrying, looking for toxic traits in a person, looking for the red flags. That is maybe for one of you, but I'm getting for more of you, this is a past person. This is the past energy, a sense of attachment to the past, you know, feeling bound to past situations, things that may have held you in the dark, held you back, really hurt your heart. But what I see is so much beautiful energy coming in. We've got the Queen of Wands here just minding her own business, and this wheel turning, and it's turning, and it's like you've got this King of Cups watching you from a distance, potentially. I feel like some of you have got somebody watching you from a distance that hasn't necessarily engaged with you, perhaps. I feel like they're looking at you and perhaps wondering whether or not you're open. Perhaps they don't know whether you're single. Perhaps they don't know whether you are open and receptive to this opportunity. And again, I've sort of gone on a love tangent, but this could very much be a feeling of somebody wondering if you are open for an opportunity and not knowing if you're available. But this feels like really positive energy for you, pile 3. We've got the Magician and the Page of Wands. I feel like there is definitely a new opportunity for you to seize here. With the Page of Wands, you might be wondering whether or not you can pick yourself up and do this again, quite honestly, after this 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords, all the heartache and the loss, still feeling quite bound to that old energy. But I'm really getting here that you have got good coming in. It's almost like release the past. Release the past. I know it could be difficult. It doesn't, you know, it's not for me to say who this person is in your life anymore. But it definitely feels like new opportunity of a new connection coming in, whether that's romantic or business. I feel like it's something that's going to be more open for you, more available. And this could be something that you're not necessarily used to. So it's almost like you want to take things slowly. And I think if that's how you feel, then you're well within your rights to do that. There is no damage in doing that per se. But I almost feel like you don't see the blessing coming in because of the past. I think that's the message they really want me to give you, because we've got the Devil here, but we've got death underneath it. So there is this sense of transformation, and I do feel like this is self-transformation. I do feel like this is you finally allowing yourself to go back into the Queen of Wands, finally allowing yourself to experience this beautiful new connection, this person coming in. Take the time that you want to get to know them. I feel like this opportunity, a person, whatever it is, it wants to be there for you. And it's almost just looking at you and saying, do you want me? Are you open to this? Are you willing to try this? Do you want to even go for it? Because I feel like you might have been very closed off because of your own pain. And again, there's no judgment there. That's absolutely fine. Take it at your pace. But it does feel like something beautiful and new is coming in. And I feel like it's something that you might have waited for, truly waited for, and could have waited for in another person. And they didn't bring it. But now it's like it's here and you have a decision to make. What does pile 3 need to know, please? Okay, that's a lot of cards. Piles 1 and 2 didn't get that many. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. And the Seer, see beyond your current situation. It's interesting, you just watch me shuffle those over and over. And those two came out in a reading this week. I definitely feel like there is this opportunity for you to shift and change out of these ideas of the past, to experience more in your life than you have experienced. And that could mean stepping into the unknown. But definitely allow yourself to get to know somebody. Allow themselves to get to know you. Allow them to get to know you. It feels like that's what you want, but for some reason it's not what you've allowed. Exploration, absolutely. Attachment and exile, and those are the two that flew out down here, upside down. These are the two things. It's like explore this new energy, or stay attached to this pain of the past. And I feel like you will make your decision. And you might decide that you still need time to heal through this. Again, it's absolutely fine. But whatever happens, these experiences, these connections, these people come in, always with their gifts, and they're always gifts of awareness that help us to heal in one way or another. We get to see things differently. Even if it's one date, it will help you in some way to realize something, to know what you want, to know what you don't want, or to connect with aspects of yourself, maybe even just having fun in a way you haven't done in such a long time. Pile 3, I hope this reading assists you. Just sending you all my love for being here. As always, personal readings are available and all of my information is in the description box below. But thank you for being here. If you've watched all piles, then just thank you for that. But sending you all my love, and I will see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.